It's about time, bitch.
My name is Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
Rowena way. It's Troy.
What's going on here?
Just a whole lot of celebrity.
Pause for applause.
Hello, and welcome to What's the Maple Tea? With your hostesses, me, Rowena Way.
And me, Miss Tyffanie Morgan.
The one who's delayed adding us to the video today.
Delayed adding you to the video today. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was delayed. It was like, I was like sitting here, I was like, should I talk? Should I not talk? Actually, the answer to that's always, should I talk? Yes, I should always talk.
Always yes.
Yes.
Always yes.
Yes.
Goodness sakes. Yeah. I'm just looking. Yeah. Look, oh, I get brighter over here. Oh, wait, no.
You also get blurry. If you do that, then it goes out of focus, and our live broadcast podcast stops being relevant if we are completely blurry, Tiff. Thank you. You're listening to What's the Maple Tea?
You're listening to What's the Maple Tea?
The live broadcast podcast where we talk about everything Kingston drag, Canada's Drag Race, winners of All Stars 8, and politics today.
Politics?
Right. Yeah. Politics. And by that, I mean stupidity.
Stupidity, exactly.
Stupidity.
Just a check out there. I don't know. I'm just getting all paranoid. Hopefully everyone can hear us. They can hear us. If you can't.
If you're watching, please give us a thumbs up symbol if you can hear what we're saying.
Just want to make sure about that. But and also if you want to join in on the conversations, go on to our What's the Maple Tea Facebook group or my YouTube channel, and you can add it into the chat.
Or Twitch.
I'm not on Twitch right now.
We're not on Twitch anymore. Okay.
We are reducing. We are reducing the number of channels that we're on.
Sound marvelous.
We sound marvelous.
Oh my goodness. See, this is the perfect time for Tyffanie to start singing. Oh, that's much nicer.
Well, it's much nicer for me. Everything's coming up roses. Dun, dun. Everything's coming up.
No,
daffodils.
we have a comment. It says no.
Everything's coming up roses for you and for Bekka Blake.
For Bekka Blake. See, we never have an issue. Hi, Bekka.
Hi, how's it going?
Welcome to What's the Maple Tea?
Well, thanks, ladies. It's my pleasure to be here.
Oh my goodness. And said no one ever. And no one ever.
I haven't been, I wasn't offered a shoulder rub or anything upon arrival, but still good hospitality.
I offered you a cup of water
You did.
that was not laden with, disease or anything like that. So, it was Kingston water.
Do you
so
also offer water that is laden with disease?
Yeah, exactly. It's from the back well. There we go.
Oh, is that what she calls it now? The back well.
She's sticking her cup in the back of the toilet. It's for you. Yeah, I just had to move Grandpa's half full whiskey bottles out of the way and got you some water.
It's a very lovely, even temperatured cooling system.
Oh my God. Yes, exactly. The whiskey bottles. So sorry, I'm going to go into my first diatribe of
her
the
first
evening.
tangent. Yay, we've got our first tangent.
So years ago, back in club, well, you probably remember Wally's.
Mm-hmm.
It was a gay bar here in Kingston. Anyway, I was doing New Year's because drag queens do New Year's. They're
I don't do New Year's. I drink.
Well, anyway.
I'll take her bookings for New Year's.
Anyway, the lesbians invited me to the women's washroom. And they're like, girl, what are you drinking? What do you need? First stall is vodka. Second stall is whiskey. Third stall is rum.
Is this the lesbian version of tailgating?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know. I've never been invited to the bathroom stalls by lesbians before. This is new to me.
It was a very it was a very unique experience for me as well. So
one summer at the military, I've been to band camp 25 summers, right? Because it was porta johnies for the washrooms, so we put an out of order sign on one of the porta johnies, and that's where we kept our beer.
That sounds disgusting.
It was not cold, but we were minors who had access to beer, so we were very happy about all of that.
Oh, see, nowadays they've created fashion for this sole purpose. You can get like bracelets that have like tubes in it.
I have two.
Yeah, bracelet flasks. You can also get rings that have secret compartments that like you can separate the ring to take out your powders and
like in Cruel Intentions.
Yes.
Hello, Ryan.
Yes.
He still looks that good, eh?
Does he really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in anything recently.
He got a little more rugged, but it's still gorgeous.
So is he Zac Efroning or not quite that far?
No, like Zac Efron got gay face. Right, like the overfiller situation. Sorry, that's what I call it. I hope to have it someday.
He got the gay face. The gay glow up. Speaking of gay face, yes. Bekka,
hey,
it's so exciting to have you on What's the Maple Tea for the first time.
Yeah, I figured I'd swing by on my way out of town.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's an opportune moment. Everyone gets to know you as you leave us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So thank you for coming back. We're doing episode 89. It's happening.
It was supposed to happen last week, but then shit happened, and so we just decided to sleep instead.
And if you're wondering why I'm all frazzled, is because I was not expecting three of us to be.
You know what? I also get frazzled when a threesome happens without any preparation.
That's when you're most
I don't. That's when you see me grin from ear to ear.
Yes. You're like, I really should have just been eating quinoa for the last
quinoa.
I don't know what
like all the grains.
Pineapple.
No sesame tarts for you.
But that's my nickname, Sesame Tart.
Sesame Tart. Yeah, it's like, but you get like that feeling of panic. Like my boyfriend's home, and then you've realized, oh, the boyfriend knows I'm here, and like they're just coming to join. You know, like it's from panic to excitement, just like that. Yeah,
I know nothing about.
Like, oh, you guys are honest with each other. That's awesome. Mine thinks I'm fishing. Okay,
and my husband is a woman.
Right? Yeah, right. Yeah. Only in Kingston. Yeah.
Oh,
people still live in the closet here. That's one of the things that has like bamboozled me, like in the year of being home.
People are still in the closet.
Yeah, adults, like people over 30 years old.
Oh. Can you show me these closets? I will break them down. I will break them down. I am getting into construction business right now, so not really. I'm not actually becoming a contractor or anything.
Getting fucking renovations.
I'm literally about to do renos, but
my general contractor from Club 338 could use some work. He's run out of things to do.
Yeah. Speaking of getting into renovation, how does it feel to be getting out of renovation?
Yeah, so things we
should back up. We should back up
because there are people who are probably on here who have no idea who you are, what you do.
Oh, okay, great.
Bekka Blake, give us
a
backstory.
So I am Bekka Blake, also Jamie Meeks. I grew up in Kingston, and then in my early 20s moved to Toronto. I've been there almost 20 years. And I moved back to Kingston last summer. I got a contract at RMC and thought I would stay and see how things went. The first project was opening a pot store in Yarker. Provincial approval, great. Municipality, nay hiss. I can't create parking spaces when there aren't any. And so and then I worked healthcare for about 7 months, and then opportunity came up to open a queer bar in February. We had the fire department come by, check out the space. we had the indication we would have a capacity around 75. I only mention that because you're going to find out here in a sec. And so we renovated, got ready to open a queer bar here in Kingston, right on Princess Street, only to find out a few months later that I was going to need to find a way to operate that space with a capacity of 30 people. Not seeing any viable option in a business model that would be legal, I decided to not go ahead with that. And fortunately, my landlord and a few other people involved in the project gave me the chance to get out of my lease and walk away from that stuff without huge losses. So I'm going to head back to Toronto and continue to work as a drag queen there. Full time.
So Kingston hasn't had a gay bar in since I left Kingston, before I left Kingston. So at least 2008.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I graduated high school. I'm aging myself now. I graduated high school in 2008.
Back in your day.
And I went to Queen's University. And when
Oh.
I started university, the only gay bar that we had was Ben's Pub. And that was one night a week. There was briefly a gay dance club night at Revolutions. But then that shut down as well when Revolutions shut down. It's now an apartment building.
Yeah, huge condo.
Yeah, huge condo. And before that, the last gay bar was Club
Chez Fufu.
Chez Fufu, which I think closed in
2004 or 5.
Yeah, 3 or 4 years before I graduated high school. So there has not been a gay bar since I've been an adult in Kingston, which is crazy to me, given the number of queer people who live here.
Or that's just a credit to the amount of community building you've done in order to create queer nights at so many other places here in Kingston.
Tiff is like, please don't stroke her ego.
No, but seriously, maybe it's that you've found a way to meet the community's needs without a dedicated space.
I mean, trying to, but I do feel like having a dedicated space makes people feel safe.
Me too.
And I was so excited for that in Kingston. I was so excited for Club 338 and to be able to have a place that is visibly, knowledgeably queer.
Yes.
A place that is meant for us first.
Right.
Meant for us first. Not that we take over once a week or once a month. While those are great, having...
But queer owned, all
queer
staff,
owned, queer staff,
driven, all of it just with queer folks in mind.
Yeah. And for all the heterosexuals listening, just imagine any bar that you regularly go to. That's how it feels for us.
Well, yeah.
Wherever your regular spot is that makes you feel comfortable and at home, we need one of those.
We don't have that.
Yeah.
But
we have a lot of supportive places, but we don't have our own.
Insert the Cheers song here.
Yeah.
Where everybody knows your hole. Wait, what?
Yeah.
That's not how it goes?
And everyone knows your real age.
No. No one knows my real age. That driver's license has been faked for 15 years.
So Club 338, which was going to be at 338 Princess Street.
For rent, if you want to check out the space.
For rent, if you want.
It has a capacity of 30.
Yeah, so maybe retail,
coffee shop,
right?
Coffee shop.
I even looked at because that queer coffee shop, but then I know the Sleepless Goat struggled from the day it opened to the day all 18 years.
Well, it didn't help that they had some sanitary issues.
Okay,
no. Okay, let's not go down there.
I missed the goat. I loved the goat. The goat was wonderful.
It was not just a queer space. No, it was an everything space, and the model that it had was that everyone who worked there was a part owner of it.
Was a co-op.
Okay.
It was a co-op,
and there was a lot of reasons. But I thought it actually it was one of the last coffee shop that style coffee shops.
Yep.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Because when I first moved,
Second Cup on Church Street. Like for years
when
ago,
I first moved to Kingston, there were like 10 independent coffee shops up and down Princess Street. And then slowly but surely they all got bought out by major chains, or they shut down or something. So Civiscoat was the last one of that.
I just want to say, maybe we can like convince the owners of like the Buckle to just become a gay bar instead,
right?
Because
I heard because the spot's going through a turnover and a rebranding.
They are,
right now,
and I'm
right?
so happy.
Like,
I hope it's different owners. Is it different owners?
Half new ownership.
Yeah, it doesn't improve my opinion of them. Anyway, but like, do we really need a new country bar? Like, I feel like we don't, because the last one just closed for a reason. So maybe we just like replace the Buckle with the like the Gunkle and
the Gunkle. There you go.
And we just have a new gay space. Yeah.
We could just invade.
We can invade. Right. Well, that's what I've done with all the other bars in Kingston. So,
well, I don't know how to jump in here, because it's like I'm both part of me is like upset. Like, to me, I'm like, even though it never opened, it was like one of the best gay bars in town here in the last 20 years.
Well, you actually got to come and see the space a couple of times, and I wanted to make sure to include you two especially, and as much as I could, knowing that you are definitely leaders in the community here, and your support to me was essential to my success. So
well, thank you, and we're sad to see it go. Do spill more of the tea. What was your Kingston experience with the city of Kingston? Because we were quite surprised that you had that first inspection. I want you to spill all the tea. I'm going to get to the spill. Like, there's one inspection. How many inspections were there in total?
So just so we know, I've had a liquor license for over 3 months already for that space.
Oh, it was already approved.
Yes, like it's not provincial stuff. Unfortunately, the city seems to be experiencing a staffing shortage.
They are actually. They've had a lot of staffing turnover and staffing shortages.
Yes, and it's not just, and it's like people like on like stress leave or things like that, where life has come up, so they can't really post their job to replace them. And then I guess people aren't keen to apply to contract positions, but they want permanent full-time work, and so. So they're very slow in responding to things. They do have up to 30 days to respond to any application or permit. So usually around day 28 or 29, I would get a response, and it would be questions that weren't on the permit. And, you get right back to them within minutes of getting that email, and it would be another week or two before you would get a response to questions that you didn't know needed to be asked. And there's so after COVID and all the small businesses struggling, the city of Kingston implemented new building codes in 2022 that made things even stricter and more difficult. Like, even if I went to a bar that had been closed since 2021 and tried to reopen it, all new rules. Yep.
So is this the fire extinguisher?
Yes.
The
sprinkler system.
So I will say they were flexible on the 30 capacity. If I wanted to install sprinklers in the Royal Tavern, nice new building, and install sprinklers, and if I could get, so 2 washrooms are already required, including an accessible washroom.
I thought you said a sex washroom for a second. I was like, what is that?
We had a slurp ramp behind the baby changing table. No. So even though there's steps to get in, still need an accessible washroom. Okay.
That sounds awful familiar. Yeah.
And then, but if I could add 2 more washrooms and that sprinkler system without losing any square footage, I could have 45 people capacity.
However, that other bathroom takes up a good 20 square feet.
Right. And then I even looked at options. There's like beautiful trailers now because there's tons of parking at the tavern.
To like extend it in the back for like bathrooms?
Yeah, let's not have washrooms in this space and have like you can have an accessible and like 6 stalls all in a trailer that would have cost the same as putting in 4 washrooms, right? And you just have it there. No, it had to be inside the building.
What about, knocking down the wall of a heritage building, combining the space of the retail store and the tavern, or the tavern, and like all
we looked at tunnels, we looked at connecting the basement, we looked at extending the fire, what is that called? Fire escape
Mhm.
stuff out back. And then like we looked at a lot. Where Alphabet Mafia is now, there is a back door. Like you can come right into the tavern. We
Yeah.
looked at cutting the tavern in half and having Club 330 and then shrinking their capacity. But when they have live bands and stuff, like they just need the space, right?
Oh.
Like it's the same landlord, same building.
Yeah.
And they have been so amazing working with me. And
A massive porta potty.
so we just
That's what we call a bathhouse.
So we just had we had a show there on Friday. We had my farewell show, and we had
At the
really
Royal
good time.
Tavern.
We did.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which you are sporting some merch
I am.
over there.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, but the Royal Tavern, they are fabulous, lovely folk.
They are.
I arrived for the 8 p.m. starting show. I arrived at 7:30.
Mhm.
And when 8 p.m. came around, I was like, where are all the other performers? And then the one who was hosting it, and she's going away, she showed up like 8:30,
No.
8:20.
Oh yeah, like 8:15, 8:20. Yeah, around there.
I absolutely
I
love.
live
I love a
upstairs.
professional entertainer.
I thought it started at 9.
It's your show. It's your show.
So then it did start at 9.
So it did start at 9. Yeah, it did start at
And the
9.
whole room sitting in there ready. Yeah. The staff and owners, Kim and Jamie, have been absolutely incredible in supporting me on this attended venture, and even looking at other ways that we could still create queer space at 338 without it being a bar. I just because I have a cannabis operator's license too, and so
just queer, like what is it? A hookah shop or whatever that's called.
Oh yeah, well yeah, we can't do hookah here.
Well, no,
I
but
can't
like
have
like
indoor.
a pot. Can you not just have like a space where people just go and let's just like smoke?
No.
Oh, right. There's no smoking indoors.
Right.
Ah.
Yeah.
I thought there was private club things that.
No,
you
that's
could
why
do
like
in
that's cigar club,
Kingston,
like
but-
Monty's stuff, right? That's how Monty's.
But that
used to
was
do the
that was
cigar
in a
club.
private club though.
I thought it was.
No,
Okay.
I don't know.
And
Anyway, someone feel free to fill me in a bit.
so
I could be wrong.
the long and the short of it is, there will not be a gay bar in Kingston at the moment,
No.
and due to regulations, it might be difficult. However, if any of you has a lot of financial funding and
Yeah.
you want to back a gay bar,
Right.
and that's the thing that you're into, I am sure that someone would be willing to take up the mantle of
And you
doing
have
that.
a year of your life to dedicate to the opening.
Yes.
Yeah. I will say Gladstone's lease is coming up, but it's a much bigger space than I wanted to take on. And you're looking at 15 to 20 grand a month as your lease with hydro and insurance.
Wait, Gladstone. Are we talking about Toronto?
Like upstairs? No, like
Oh,
upstairs where Chez Fufu's was.
The Gladstone up there.
That's called the Gladstone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes. Sorry. When I hear Gladstone,
you think the hotel on Queen
thinking,
West?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always think that. Sorry, it's up for lease where? What? Huh? Wait, what? How much is it?
15 to 20 grand a month.
Upstairs.
Mhm.
Jeez.
It is very large and beautiful.
They paid less than like $1 a square foot in the basement there when Chez Fufu's was open.
And yeah,
inflation.
Well, I think they were billed $1 a square foot. I don't know that they paid $1 a
So,
square foot. That's why they had to go.
No. Well, anyway, of course, I'm going by old memory and rumor, but I think they were billed $1 a square foot for up to a certain square footage, but they actually ended up using like all the square footage in the base. Anyway,
nice.
blah blah blah.
I loved it. I like Wally's obviously is my number one because it's like where like
you became
where like my straight ally friends would take me because I was in denial even though claiming homosexual. I'm like, what? Sucking dick makes you gay?
What?
News to me. I'm waiting to feel gay and it's still not happening. So
support the venues that are holding queer events.
Yes.
Yeah.
What are your next shows? What do you have coming up this week?
I have a show on Thursday at Daft Brewing, who has been very supportive of the queer community. It is bingo. Come on out. Starts at 7:30. It's free. Friday and Saturday. No, not Friday. Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm in the county.
Okay.
So
Like Hayloft?
No, I'm performing at Adega and Carlo and a place in Trenton.
Okay.
I dig
Yeah.
it.
Nice.
Get it on to dragshow.ca, dears. I don't think I
It's
have.
a repeating event.
I don't.
Did I not put it on?
I don't think you did.
Oops.
Go
Go
to
to dragshow.ca for all the upcoming events. But we have some exciting all ages shows happening in the next few weeks.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna go to drag show just to remind myself of it
On
all,
Friday, August 4th, there is Friday in the Gardens at the Lion Civic Garden. That is over by the Cataraqui Town Center, also known as the mall. And that is myself, Tyffanie, and Dare de la Femme doing an all ages family friendly show and games with the kids, which is going to be great. And then there's another all ages show
August 8th.
August 8th, and that's Drag in the Park, the fundraiser for Trellis HIV and Community Care. August 8th, Confederation Basin.
Is that bike rally coming through?
The bike rally.
Yeah.
It's when Kingston's homosexual population quadruples in the course of one day. Grinder lights up, and then they all leave. It's the best one night stand you'll ever have.
Sometimes people will see them coming in off the secondary highways. I think quite often it's Red Dress Day when they're riding into
it. Is, yes. Day 3 is Red Dress Day.
Red Dress Day. And then they go down to Queen's University because they quite often stay at Vic Hall.
They stay in the residences, however dirty they are.
Becka, if you're looking to hide in between bushes or something like
that.
I
live across the street from Spogcess. It's not.
You've seen them all already.
No, literally, everybody who's 111 meters away is at Spogcess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like it's close.
111.
Yeah, can you imagine? Exactly. I can scroll this many times and not get over 300 meters. You can't have that in Kingston, boys.
No,
okay,
you can't.
If somebody's within a kilometer of you, you're like, "Are we soulmates?"
There are a bunch of other events happening. I believe Bewitched has her Barcadia show this Wednesday, aka tomorrow.
Nice.
There's a Kings and Things drag show this Friday.
I saw that. There's lots of new performers, and
there's so many new performers.
Fresh meat. Yeah, Becka, what's your perspective on? Sorry, I'm going to change the topic.
Oh, do it.
What's your? Oh, but maybe before I do that, what other massive big show are you having?
On September 21st. Mistress Isabel Brooks from RuPaul's Drag Race Season 15 is coming to Kingston, and there are only 2 meet and greet tickets left.
Oh, there are meet and greets. I told people that they're sold out.
Has anybody in the lineup backed out yet?
No one in the lineup has backed out yet.
Okay.
Everyone is very excited for our big group number.
Oh, there's choreo?
There's choreo.
Okay, great.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Tyffanie will be doing choreo. She'll be very excited to know that her choreo involves almost no movement.
Well, I love the fact that you're like, this is the inspiration, and you said that like a week ago, and you haven't set up any scheduled time for choreo.
That's because I just bought a house, and I am extremely busy trying to figure out all the shit that I need to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So in 5 years, she'll have the equity to remortgage and open a gay bar.
Exactly. Okay. 5 years from now, when I'm too old to enjoy it.
Right.
When I'm too old to enjoy it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, 5 years from now, when you're still half mine and Tiffany's age.
I was like, find me something to burn this.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's okay. I'm already going to hell. Doesn't matter.
Oh my God.
Doesn't matter. But you wanted to change the subject.
Yes. Because, being someone who, you started doing drag much later than a lot of people. Well, actually, no,
I was 32.
You were 32. Okay.
Yeah.
You started drag a little bit later.
33.
But, coming back to Kingston, because when you left Kingston, there was what? How many drag artists? There was like...
When I left?
Yeah.
Ooh, that Steven kid was doing it? Remember with the glasses?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Of course you do.
My first
you had to be
drag
everybody's mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can't believe his last name right now, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know what her drag name was.
Steven. Yes.
Okay.
Well, what was her drag name?
Tatiana.
Oh, yes. See, same person. Good job. And you had Mark being the pretty girl in town.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Miss Mandy.
Yes.
Miss Mandy.
Yes. You miss Miss Mandy.
I didn't meet any of these people.
Oh no, they were.
And then something Dragoo.
Dragoo?
I'll find it. That was the last name.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh, DeRogue.
Yeah.
Venus DeRogue Morgan.
Venus was she performing when you left? No, she wasn't. She wasn't around.
Maybe she came after.
She
Or
came
maybe I'm
after.
thinking of my resurgence in 2010 when I tried to move back
That's
here.
probably
Yeah.
it. That's 2010. I would
Yeah.
imagine. Yeah.
Okay.
Venus DeRogue. Yeah.
Who else was? Something Morgan from not jazz.
Savannah Cage?
No, like from Belleville. We would run into her in like a trailer in
Ricky
Bell Vegas.
Ranch.
Yes, that one.
Ricky
See,
Ranch
well
Morgan.
done.
Yeah.
See, love it.
Some of them were still around
and-
when I moved back.
And
so I
then
guess.
Dixie would come down and do shows.
Dixielanders.
Yeah, and she was like considered like
listens to
the
this every once in a
Fahrenheit
while.
of the Ottawa Valley, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, she is like
Yeah, she would be the Fahrenheit of the Ottawa Valley. Yeah.
So
Wow, what a title. What a title.
I think Fahrenheit is like the end all be all. Like
Fahrenheit
that
is
that's
drag
the
perfection.
standard in and along with
In
Kennedy St.
pageantry.
James.
Kennedy.
Yeah, that's
Kennedy does this thing with her boobs where she just squeezes people's hands when they have $5 bills.
Yes.
And then the hand comes out, but the money doesn't.
Right.
And it is the greatest magic trick I've ever seen.
Anyway, what I was trying to lead up to that.
Yeah. They're not a lot.
Well, yeah. but like, just trying to get your perspective, like when you left and then you coming back,
Mhm.
in the last year and then seeing all the changes to the community here and stuff. Like, I kind of want to get your perspective on that.
So to me, it still felt like a lot of newbies.
Yeah.
Like you two and
I love how we're always classified together.
I know, right?
well, like you're professionals. You're both functioning, capable, gorgeous. drag queens.
Functioning?
Yes.
Oh. Well, we function.
Yes.
We function.
They do their own tech support. Yeah.
This is true. This is true.
Accurate.
Right.
Yeah.
If I went through what they went through getting this together, you would get a video for me walking away from the house going, tonight we're not doing anything. So have a great day. Meet me at stages. Yeah. Okay.
Full disclosure, I was not expecting 3 people in these studios 5 minutes before the program. But we got it together. It together.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like it's still like Mimi Osa was
Mimi was here.
Yes.
Lilith was here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there is still like we put on great shows, but it's still like a lot of open stage type stuff and a lot of just newbies. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a young scene.
Most of the performers in Kingston have started in the last year and a half.
Yeah.
And that's incredible to me that we have like 30, 40 performers.
And lots of masculine performers.
Lots of masculine presenting performers.
Yeah.
Lots of gender non-conforming performers.
Mhm.
And this is something that I don't think Kingston has had.
Right.
Like, period,
No.
at all.
I would agree.
Yeah. So it's incredible that we have this diversity that's coming out and this variety of artistic styles.
Mhm.
And yes, a lot of the performers are new, but I think that it's good to have new because, I mean, there's only so many times I can hear Dancing Queen.
Is that a standard that you're going to do at every single show?
Really,
Tyffanie?
Dancing Queen? I do Mamma Mia more than I do Dancing Queen.
I was just trying to think of the most common ABBA song.
Yes.
Common ABBA song is Mamma Mia.
You're right. You're right. Mamma Mia.
In my repertoire. Well, my repertoire.
Yeah, so I have really I got to know Sherry and Hex, probably the best at the local performers. I got her some bookings in Belleville. We did a few shows together, and I like her classic musical style of drag.
Yeah.
And although she's new, she looks great. Like she's
an old soul.
Yeah. Oh my God,
yeah.
Her feet are also old souls.
She does lovely and really sincere, and I do think that she'll make a big impact over time as well here in Kingston.
Mm-hmm. I saw her jump from a stage once.
Oh,
it was the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Was she pushed?
No, actually, thank goodness.
Okay.
You would have thought this one pushed her,
Yeah,
but no.
that's right.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Are you inferring
Yeah.
that I would push her
Yeah.
down a staircase?
Actually, no, I hear that you're doing a duet with her at your Christmas show, which just got announced.
Oh yeah, December 2nd.
Yeah, December
Is
2nd.
the holiday and Christmas.
Holiday show. It's the annual holiday show.
Okay.
So I
At Grad Club.
at the Grad Club. So with all these new artists putting on all these new shows. So for the longest time, I was one organized. I would do a monthly tea show every month, and there was 4 or 5 queens that I could choose from, or drag artists, I should say, because there was drag kings at that time too. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, blah blah blah. And then and then things just started getting busy. And then tea show kind of fell to the wayside because of pandemic.
It was mostly the pandemic.
And then after pandemic, when things started clearing up, you started taking over.
Well, I started taking over during the pandemic. I was the only one running shows during 2020.
Doing live streams and that kind of thing?
Live streams, but also in person. The moment that things opened up, I worked within the regulations in order to put on shows with like screens and like privacy barriers and things like that. I was the only person doing shows.
So I was focusing on online because I was hedging my bets that online was going to be the new thing.
And spoiler alert, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
Everyone's sick of it. And yet we all work remotely now.
And then you were hedging your bets that we can do live shows. And for some, I'm sorry, I know I probably talked about this a million times, but Kingston was some weird a melting pot sort of thing, like public health here, banned dancing, banned live singing, banned karaoke, but drag shows have them.
It's because we don't dance and we don't sit. Well, I sing, but yeah.
But for some reason, drag shows were allowed, and then drag shows were the only live entertainment in the city of Kingston in 20.
And public health even came out to the shows and they okayed it. Like it was.
Oh, see, we were dancing behind plexiglass in Toronto, but it was allowed.
We had plastic wrap, but that was the only thing that was allowed. It was, and then that was before the barriers for all the singers were permitted. So we were the only art form.
And the bastardization of how we were wearing masks, like a shield upside down, 18 feet. Like, oh, you need a mask? Here's one.
Oh, we thankfully did not do that.
We were doing terrible.
We still did the shields only to and from the stage, sort of thing. But some of the only live entertainment in the city of Kingston was drag shows, and then RuPaul's Drag Race was on Netflix.
Yes, it was.
It was a perfect freaking storm.
And Canada's Drag Race premiered in 2020.
And they're like, wait, there's drag shows in Kingston, and they're live, and they're happening right now, and that's the only thing I can see live, and oh my god, I just need to get the fuck out of my house. Ba-boom.
Ba-boom. Rowena Way presents.
Yeah. And we had max capacity of that one ballroom, which was like 100 people.
I'm like, Rowena Way presents in memory of Yaya Torres.
You know what? There was an opportunity. I saw it.
Yes.
I took it.
And you should, girl.
And you know what, though? I took it because Priyanka reached out to me. Right. And she was like, hey, girl, like you helped bring me the first time. And Yaya can't do this anymore.
Right.
So can you do it? And I paid the $7,000 to bring Priyanka in. And that's when I realized I was like, you know what? I can do this.
Yes.
I can do this.
Of course you can do this.
Well, I mean, I was responsible for bringing all the other ones in too. It just wasn't my name on it.
Right.
So, which means that I didn't have to pay for them.
Yes.
But I still coordinated it. So people always, they're like, oh, do you remember when you brought Jimbo? And I was like, yes, I do remember bringing Jimbo. I didn't have to pay for it, but I still got to bring her in and I got to co-host and I got to,
Yeah, because in my mind, I've already rewritten all those shows.
They're all mine.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
All right.
They're all mine.
Because I was also there. Like, me being, we even have an interview with Jimbo over the telephone here with the Maple
We
Tea.
do.
But I remember when Jimbo came down, here I am setting up the audio and lighting because I was the only audio and lighting bitch at the time. Maybe still am. But anyway, and Jimbo and I were sitting in the, in the big room.
The ballroom.
Just shooting the shit as she's gluing one of her shoes back together.
Which she then broke again.
Well, it was my glue, so it was
No, it's
dollar
your
store
fault.
glue.
Your fault. Oh my God, are you the reason she can't dance?
Yeah. Did you huff all the goodness out of that glue and then hand it to Jimbo?
Speaking of Jimbo,
Yes.
the
Oh.
finale of All Stars 8 was this past week.
Oh, hello from Nashville, Tennessee.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello from the gayest conservative place in the United States.
Go see Dollywood.
I want to go to play.
Oh, I want to
So
go to
bad.
Play so
Like,
badly. Play was the home bar. So for those of you in the viewing world that don't know, Play is a gay bar in Nashville that was home to Brooklyn Heights before after she won Miss Continental, before she got on RuPaul's Drag Race, and before she became the host of Canada's Drag Race, which produced Jimbo into our lives. And Jimbo just went on, spoiler alert, to win All Stars 8 and become the
if you don't know that by now, well, guess what? You know it by now.
They're back in the closet for the week. No, you're not. You're on the grinders, girl. Don't you even pretend. You've got a roaming house. You've got a private space.
Just don't be doing that in Florida. Let me just tell you, the cops there love to entrap homosexuals.
I do like
whores.
some entrapment.
I'm like, what if you're both? What if you're a homosexual whore?
Most of us are.
Well,
yeah.
Only the ones smart enough to charge.
Yeah. So the finale was this past week, and we saw Candy Muse and Jimbo competing for the crown. And All Stars 8. And Jimbo was crowned the very first international queen to become a part of the Hall of Fame. Did anyone doubt that this was going to happen?
No, it was kind of like as obvious as Chad Michaels' season.
Yeah.
Like it was like produced like
she hasn't seen that.
Oh, the All Stars 1 is just an apology to Chad Michaels.
It really is.
Okay,
Chad Michaels.
It really like that's
you know what though?
it
I
is.
loved Sharon Needles though. That was the thing. Is Sharon Needles deserved to win,
100%.
but Chad Michaels also deserved to win.
Yes.
What did we let? Oh, where did my phone go? Anyway, but it seems like not like yes, Jimbo won the All Stars 8, but it sounds like everyone was like a winner this All Stars because they also announced today. I don't know if you saw it on my
Drag Race Down Under.
No, that's not where I'm going with that. What I'm going with is that both of them, Jimbo and Candy Muse, have their own limited series on WOW.
Yes, they do.
Wow.
And Jimbo just announced a world tour.
Yeah.
Jimbo's World Circus.
North America.
Okay.
Is it just North America?
I noticed the one was North America.
But she's got a good like 50 dates.
Well, World Circus. So Dare's going to need to open when she comes into this area.
She's not coming to Kingston, unfortunately. No, Murray and Peter didn't respond to me when I suggested that we could become a location that they could work with and that I'd be willing to help them. So
I have
this one's for Murray, this one's for Peter.
I have theories, but they will be in Peterborough and Ottawa, Halifax twice. I'm like, do I just fly out to Halifax? It's a lovely little town.
Yeah. I mean, Jimbo is a fantastic performer when she gets to do what she wants to do.
Right.
And she didn't get to do that much on the season. So for those of you who think that Jimbo's not a good show because of her lip syncs, you're wrong.
You are.
Go watch her. Yeah. Go watch her. She is hilarious.
You're full of baloney.
Yes. She is a brilliant artist and she will put together a show. So
yeah, because I didn't know what to expect when she performed here in Kingston. That was after Canada's Drag Race, before the world.
When she was in Kingston, she just walked around and shoved her boobs on people. It was hilarious.
And she just her mic worked the entire time. She just walked around. And I was like, what the hell's going on here? But I was living for every moment of it. Living for every moment of it. So
Lala Ree in the performance for the Fame game.
Oh my God, the Lala Ree
really
experience.
Is like insane. Like that is the star. Like, now I know what other people see when they watch me perform. like it's just so captivating.
It's uncanny. You look so much like Lala. So much. Especially the wig lines.
That's my back. And sometimes my pubes. But anyway. Yeah.
But yes, Lala Ree was crowned the queen of the Fame Games,
Mhm.
which, I mean, she got triple the votes
Right.
because of the thing. And
you saw Bussy Queen's analogy of this, where
No,
you could enter
I don't
any
watch
email.
Bussy Queen.
Oh, it was like no verification. Enter like 123 at RuPaul.com. It counts as a vote.
Love it.
Like there was no even checking that the email was a valid email in the voting.
Did anyone watch the Roscoe's?
Always. Yes.
About the finale?
Mhm.
And Naisha was
Naisha
spilling
never
the
holds
tea.
back.
Naisha is the host of Roscoe's,
Yes.
and she
Wait,
is
can
a
you-
shady queen.
Can you actually watch Roscoe's, like, the whole thing?
No,
Yes.
well, you can find
It's
it
on
posted
YouTube.
somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Some of them are, some of them aren't. But so they were discussing the finale, and Naisha was talking about how at the last second they wanted to change the
Mhm.
lip sync song from "Don't Funk It Up"
Yep.
to Milkshake, which was one of Jimbo's pre-selected songs that she would want to perform.
Yes.
So when you're applying for the show, they ask you, like, what are your top 5 lip sync songs? Like, what are the
Yes.
songs that you want if you had the choice to lip sync?
Mhm.
And production has done this multiple times where they have tried to change the song.
And have changed it.
And have changed it.
Like Jinx and Detox is
Jinx
the
and
best known
Detox,
one.
yeah. Jinx Monsoon's like wow, wow,
Yes.
wow, wow song was changed at the last second in favor of her. And they tried to do it to Jimbo. And Candy said no.
Yeah.
She basically she's
so,
yeah.
Error without a finale then, because I ain't changing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm confused. Please explain again to me. Okay, so why is
So there's riggery in Drag Race, right? There's no reality in reality TV.
That. I understand that.
Yeah.
But I don't understand how this is a riggery though.
So they tried to change the song to favor Jimbo.
Oh, in the lip sync battle.
Yeah.
In the final lip sync battle.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I thought because you jumped from the Fame Games to the I thought
Oh,
we were talking
my
about
apologies.
the lip sync.
No,
for the
like in a
Fame
lip sync
Games.
that mattered between
Yeah.
the two. They tried
Yeah.
to
They were going
change.
to give milkshakes, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear fucking God, of
Yeah.
course. So, but that was one of Jimbo's predetermined ones.
That was one of her predetermined songs. And Candy was just having none of it.
No.
She essentially ignored the producers and then was just like, oh, no, I don't remember you saying anything like that. That's not the song we're doing. We're doing the song that you'd already chosen.
Well, and the girls are
Wow.
friends enough that that even Jimbo wouldn't have wanted that type of nonsense,
Yeah.
right? Like he would have been like, no, we prepared for this. Like, let's just.
What was the song again?
So don't funk it up.
Don't funk it up. Oh yeah.
Or
Sylvester-
give me that funk or something.
Sylvester and somebody.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Do you wanna?
Thank
funk?
you. Do you want to funk?
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Not don't funk it
Well,
up. That's a
Tiffany
RuPaul
was
song.
there when it came out, so she does remember. It was.
Well, why?
She's part of the family.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, those are two good songs. But yeah, why would you want to switch up Sylvester? Like, hello, it's summertime.
Well, I mean, a lot of people really do love Kellis's milkshake.
Mm-hmm.
My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Damn
Is it
right.
Kellis or
It's better
Khalees?
than yours.
It's Khalees,
damn
but
right.
Kellis. I don't know. Khaleesi.
Mother of Dragon.
But so Jimbo has now won. Third
Yeah.
time's the charm.
She won
It's
one
incredible.
lip sync battle in her entire three.
No,
three
she won
season
two.
career.
Two.
One on
Because
Candace
that
Drag
final
Race?
one. That final
Oh,
one.
the final one.
Well, okay.
But-
if you watch, you watch that show that I shall not mention because they do not sponsor us, and I don't sponsor them.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. It wasn't that didn't determine the thing. They
No.
were going
True.
to use it. They're like,
True.
oh, we're looking at this and everything else.
Like
is
basically.
Okay, so
bad
yeah,
as
she
well.
has won one lip sync battle in the
Yeah.
history of her time on Drag Race,
Mm-hmm.
but she won 4 challenges on this season, which is almost half the
And
challenges.
overall, across the entire franchise, I don't know how many challenges.
Oh,
she's
yeah.
won.
It was pretty acting centric. Like I do
Mhm.
notice from season to season, season 6 was all singing challenges, but the season Bianca won.
Yeah.
But
like-
Bianca doesn't sing.
But she doesn't sing. It was all singing challenges.
So they wanted Adora and Courtney to win.
Probably Courtney.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they were going to launch Drag Race Australia the next year. It would have made sense to, anyway.
Yeah.
But I
Production.
guess Courtney
Production
shut the
happens.
bed on that.
So just so all of our viewers know, and this might get me blacklisted again. Who knows?
But
We're still gonna audition, even if you put us on the blacklist.
We have been told by multiple people who've been on the show
Yes.
and from watching other things that we won't mention.
Mhm.
The producers have an idea of when people are going home,
Mhm.
what the stories they're going to tell are,
Yes.
what those dramas are going to be before you even start filming.
Yes.
So a lot of the time it does change because they'll see, oh no, you are really, really talented and we can't actually send you home because that's going to be really good. But some of the time you're just predestined to not win,
Mhm.
which is sad.
But that's life. Like everything's
life.
rigged. Everything
That's
is
life.
rigged. It's either rigged for you or against you. And I would still definitely go into that opportunity,
Yeah,
even if I thought I was going to be eliminated first, just for that opportunity.
exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, the notoriety of being on one of these shows
Yes.
is worth it.
Yep.
Unless you're the first
Sensitive.
out.
Or no.
Or the
Second
sensitive.
out. Second out.
Second out?
Yeah. Or
no, look at Halal Bay from Canada's Drag Race Season 3. Have you seen her since?
I don't think she does drag.
Exactly.
did she get out of drag?
Uh,
You know, there are some of those stories where the artists have done the drag race and then they just dropped out.
But even
too.
lots of these Toronto queens are not working queens. Like they are just good drag queens that happen to live. Like Eve 6000. Maybe.
Well, she wants to be
was
a working
She
queen.
was a working queen, wasn't she?
No.
When she applied?
No.
Yeah,
Like
she
like
was.
like less than one show a week.
Yeah, but that's not.
Oh, God. Okay,
there are
sorry.
reasons.
Let's-
Some of them
let's-
are reasons.
Oh, my
some
idea of
them
working
don't.
queen is like Divine Darling, 17 a week. Okay, at least
okay,
at least
that's
three.
your definition,
In Toronto, you have to do that.
Yeah,
like,
at least
it-
3 shows a
Like,
week,
like
and
if,
2 of them better be yours.
If you're paying your rent on your drag dollars.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
And it's just a hobby if it's just paying for your alcohol.
or if it's just paying for itself.
Yeah.
Like that's the first goal, right?
If your
Is to have
drag
your
pays
drag
for
pay
itself?
for itself.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'm a working queen, but I already knew that.
Yeah.
I already have 3 shows a week if I want them. So
Yeah.
there we go.
Well, again, it's not.
Yeah.
Yes, but it was just, and she's great at makeup.
Mhm.
She put together incredible like looks and stuff for runways. And I think it was her Canada Continental prelim. Like she won talent at that.
Right.
And
yes.
it was like, so she is a good drag queen. She just hasn't, like, she's not, you know what I mean, slugging it out like a lot of these other girls.
Exactly. And what about Miss Fierce Delicious? Because
She already moved to LA. She's a TV girl. Like
She's a
she already worked in television and was an actor and stuff before Drag Race.
Yep.
So I think huge things are coming for her. Like I think
Well,
she'll be
because
on
her
a
name
versus the
keeps
world.
getting dropped.
Yeah.
Literally. Just like name dropping.
Yes.
On this
I think
episode. that
huge
episode,
things
that
are still
live
to come
stream,
for
that
her.
live stream. And
For
I'm
sure.
like, what the hell's going on? Like something's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Something.
She's going to be on the next. She'll be on International All Stars.
I think so.
She'll be on it.
I think she'll be on a.
She was enough of a personality.
Yes, I think that she'll be on a something versus the world or an international.
Well, so International All Stars is happening.
Okay.
I don't know exactly when it's happening, but it is happening. And there will be queens from many different seasons. It'll be different than like a UK versus the world, which is, or like Canada versus the world, which is more centric.
Yes.
But maybe she'll be on the Canada versus the world season 2 that's filming later this year, next year.
Oh, I hope
I think
they film
I
it.
think it's like sooner, like in the fall.
No, that's when Canada season 4 is airing.
Okay. Yeah,
Canada
'cause
versus
it's
the
already
world
in the
is going to
can, right?
film
They
next
wrap
year.
that up in like
Yeah.
May.
Yeah.
April, May.
Because they film them in concert because then they can use the same set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I hope they film in America so that they can win some money.
I'm missing out on this new season of Queen of the Universe.
Queen of the
I
Universe.
and actually subscribed to Paramount for the first season, but that's since been canceled.
It's going on to Crave soon or something,
Okay.
I think, or WoW Presents. No, it's on WoW
I've seen a
Presents
few
now.
clips, and my vote is for Miss Royale, Fantasia Royale.
I need. So yeah, now that we've ended this season of All
You need a break?
Stars, what's going on? Like when Down
UK
Under
4, I think,
coming.
starts next Friday.
UK4.
No, Down Under.
Down Under.
Down Under.
Like
Down Under.
what is the
Yeah.
next, like what is all the viewing things here? Like there's
So I think what you need to do,
Mhm.
I need to focus on my garden.
is to
Yes,
get
Surf
your
Shark.
Netflix back. Get your
Yes.
Netflix back
And
and
Surf
watch
Shark.
the old seasons of Drag Race.
That's what I'm going to cancel the Crave
cancel the Crave, subscribe
For
to
a
the
few months.
Netflix, and watch. Well, you can watch the old seasons of Drag Race on Crave. You can just also watch them on
one of you
Netflix.
subscribe to one and the other to the
But
other.
I
instead of
kind
multiple.
of want to watch.
Give her some
Witcher.
passwords, you tightwad.
I can't. I
I-
already share them with too many people.
You promised me Amazon.
You-
Amazon
No, I
Music.
promised you iTunes.
You promised me
And
iTunes, Amazon Music,
many.
whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah.
I
You
have one more
promised that,
slot on my
Tiffany.
family, so I
You
can add her.
promised me that.
I need to do that. I'll do that sometime soon.
But we're getting close to the end of the hour.
We
here.
are.
Becca, so if you had to do it all over again, trying to open up a gay bar in Kingston, Ontario, would you?
Yes.
Oh,
I would pursue maybe some lesbians with cash too and partner up. Yeah.
and making it an underground club.
Yeah. Well, again, and that's, I swear, like, because it was in like towards the end of May that we started like it being pretty obvious with the replies we were getting from permits and stuff that like, oh, this is going to be challenging. So I was wandering down every back alley to see if there was a door. Like once I didn't like during the day, right? Not my usual nighttime traffic.
Oh, okay.
So because I know like us as queer people, we are happy to climb a fire escape or like go through an old, wood stove, whatever we have to do to get to a safe dance hall with DJs and party. Yeah.
In the future.
Yeah.
One
So
day.
just
I would.
outside the
We'll make
city
a
of
Gentle
Kingston
Folks
limits.
Club.
Just
Gentle Folks
just
Club.
outside the city of Kingston limits, probably. where
And
it's
for
a little bit
now, we
easier.
have Sweet Pea Studios,
Which
which is
not
located
serving-
at no.
which is not serving and not accepting. No, nothing's happening here. Do not come here. Do not come here. I have fire sprinklers.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying I won't try again. It's like if
Yeah.
there's still not a gay bar here in 5 more years or 10 more years,
Well,
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, and I just, and I feel like having the conversations with you and having the conversations with other business owners trying to open up in the city even before pandemic and reduce staffing and stuff. It's pretty tough here. And as a longtime Kingstonian of over 20 years here in the city of Kingston,
Make
love
it
your
easier.
staff, love your staff,
Yes.
but hey, get rid of the fucking red tape and the bureaucracy. Do not have like, oh, and by the way, and by the way, 'cause
Yeah,
that
there was a lot of that.
that I can guarantee you have been the story of many a business owner that I've talked to over the years. So hey, if you want actual people coming into town and doing business and making Kingston the fabulous place it is, do something about it.
Or if one of the queer springers could come out and just open the business,
If you
avoid all
could
the red
just
tape, that would
spring
be great.
out of the closet,
Yeah,
that would be
'Cause
fantastic.
we know you're in there, girl. So like, just come on out and open a club for us.
Springers, come talk to me. I'm really good at making people feel accepted and warm and also moist.
And her partner's sick of her, so looking
This
for a
is
third.
also true.
Yeah, they need a third bad.
And congratulations in the house.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Two homeowners. Look at these queer
Do
folks.
you have a basement that we can open?
I do have a basement, and it's going to be my drag room, and I'm really excited.
Oh dear! Oh, I hope there's a sub pump down there.
There is a sump pump down there.
Dedicated drag space is a nice thing to have.
Yeah.
It's a nice thing to have if it actually works. Because
It's going to work because I'm going to make it work.
I have a drag space, but you may see.
Oh, no, it's a full basement, like full height, there's, yeah, I'm very excited. And my dream is to put a bathroom down there
Okay.
so that I have my own private shower.
Okay.
I have dreams.
So she can clog that drain instead of the
Exactly.
With basements, they all have to have a pump that go up. Like you can do like a macerating.
Well,
push.
Oh,
it
it has
on your
an
grade.
output in the basement.
It already has a.
It already has one.
Oh, girl, you're in.
I
Yeah,
know.
you're in.
She's
You're
getting
in.
it.
excited.
It's a newer neighborhood, so they
Yeah.
were deeper.
Yeah.
But
deeper
due to
down.
home renovations,
Yeah.
there'll be no new drag costumes in 2023.
Literally.
No.
No. Actually, so I have a closet right now full of fabric that I have not used, and
Okay.
so because I've had absolutely no time, and I'm very excited because I have so many projects that are on the go but not completed. So by January, I will start working on them.
Okay.
See, she keeps saying this like every 6 months. She's like, "I'll have more time in 6 months," and now she bought a house and she's going to go through renovations, and she somehow is under the delusion that she will now have time.
No,
to
I have no
rent-
time during renovations. No time.
No.
But I will be working more drag so that I can pay for the renovations.
And Bekka, what are you going to be doing in Toronto? Like, if any of our listeners and viewers are in Toronto, are you doing something? What are you doing?
I'm gonna start some brunch shows.
She's going to be monitoring the grinder for all those people 111 meters away.
Yeah. Well, if there's good selection, it's worth going over.
This
Right?
is true.
And so,
Brunch shows. Where are you doing brunch shows?
The Well.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a franchise, a chain. So I'm involved in the Imperial Court system, hence the Empress Bekka Blake nonsense. No, I'm joking. So fundraising.
Bekka Blake nonsense.
Yeah, no, I'm joking. It's a title that was a tool to help me do community work. And so the next King Father of the Imperial Court system is actually the owner of the Wells.
Oh, and he just opened a new one in London.
He did. He took over Lavish in London that had tons of toxicness in their community. And he's flushed that out and kept them with Queer Space running. And
Saline douche will do that.
and Miss Drew is overseeing that one too.
Oh, wonderful.
I think she owns the one in Hamilton. And then she oversees stuff throughout the business. So always working hard, that Miss Drew.
Wonderful. Well, look for Bekka Blake in Toronto at the Well doing brunches.
Yeah,
And hopefully she'll come back and visit us in Kingston.
I will.
Yep. To all of you listening out there,
Thanks, everybody.
my name is Rowena Way.
And you can find Rowena Way at
RowenaWay.com and of course at Rowena Way on all social media, including the new ones, because I download them for no reason.
Nice.
And your name is?
My name is Tyffanie Morgan. You can find me at Tyffanie.com. That's TYFFANIE.com.
And Bekka, where can they find you?
So I'm Bekka Blake on all social medias. And I'm not great at them, so they're not updated that often. I still haven't figured out how to delete the Club 338 profile.
Bekka, B-E-K-K.
B-E-K-K-A Blake. And usually Facebook or occasionally Instagram.
Yeah. And of course, you can find out about all the upcoming drag shows in Kingston and the surrounding area on dragshow.ca. And if you are listening across Canada, you can also add your shows because dragshow.ca is one of the first results on Google when you Google drag show.
Yes, please do. Please do. Because if you're doing a drag event that's not on Eventbrite, especially if it's not on Eventbrite, is anyone going to find it? Probably not.
Not unless you put it there.
If you put it on Facebook, some people will find it. Put it on the dragshow.ca, and it's free. It's free to put it onto dragshow.ca.
Free.
So I just wanted to thank everybody for their support, their eagerness for the club, and of course your support of the drag shows I have had primarily at the tavern. I did one of the Toucan, worked with you once and
twice.
Oh, I drink a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, I drink a lot. Oh yeah, Pride.
Yeah.
Okay, yay.
I was gonna say twice.
Yeah, thank you so much for that bouquet. I really had a good
You're
show.
welcome.
We're going to miss you. Oh my gosh.
Thank you all so much. You have been listening to What's the Maple Tea? Good night, good night, good night.
Night.
You know what? The quality of the STIs will go down now.
Yeah.
I've been able to donate